So this video just this news just came out yesterday on Thursday about Louis Farrakhan. I'm only going to speak on Louis Farrakhan, and this is an article coming from CNN.com. It says Louis Farrakhan, Alex Jones, and other dangerous voices banned by Facebook and Instagram. And the article goes on and says that Facebook announced Thursday that it has designated some high-profile people, including Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan, who's notorious for using anti-Semitic language, and right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones as dangerous, and said it will be purging them from its platforms. Jones and his media outlet Infowars has previously been banned from Facebook in August, but maintained their presence on Instagram, which is owned by Facebook. On Thursday, Jones and Infowars will be barred from Instagram as well. Other people banned on Thursday include Paul Nealon, anti-Semite who unsuccessfully ran for Congress in 2016 and 2018, and Friends right-wing media personalities Laura Loomer, Mio Yiannopoulos, and Paul Joseph Watson. And the quote says, "We've always banned individuals or organizations that promote or engage violence and hate, regardless of ideology." A Facebook spokesperson said in a statement provided to CNN, "The process of evaluating potential violators is extensive, and it is what has led us to our decision to remove these accounts today." A Facebook spokesperson told CNN Business the company goes through a lengthy process and takes into consideration a number of factors before determining an individual to be dangerous. The Facebook spokesperson said such factors include whether the person or organization has ever called for violence against an individual based on race, ethnicity, or national origin, whether the person has been identified with hateful ideology, whether they use hate speech or slurs in their About section on their social media profiles, and whether they have had pages or groups removed from Facebook for violating hate speech rules. Let me tell you something. You might as well ban freedom of speech, because there is no such thing as hate speech. Okay? Louis Farrakhan has never promoted, go out and told people to go out and hate Jewish people, go out and hate white people. He has never told black people to go out there and commit violence against whites, Jews, or anybody. Okay, whether you agree with Louis Farrakhan you don't have to agree with Louis Farrakhan on everything he says. Okay, but at the end of the day, he has never told people to go out there and kill white people or Jews. He has told people to band together, come together, create our own businesses, fix our own communities up, and stop depending on other groups of people to help them out. That's basically what he has said. He is not going out there and promote any murdering people. He is going on. He's been on Donahue. He's been on 2020. He's been on 60 Minutes. He was at Aretha Franklin's funeral. He didn't make any hate speech towards white people at her funeral. He didn't. So I don't understand what the problem is. See, the thing is, when black people tells our group to band together and start doing things for ourselves, they deem that as a threat. They deem that as, oh no, we can't have that. We can't, we can't have them banding together. It'll, it's like they're afraid to do that. It is that they're afraid if we come together and create our own, that they're in trouble. But I'm going to continue. In some instances, when Facebook bans an individual or organization, it also restricts others from expressing praise or support for them on its platforms. The spokesperson said, adding that the company continues to view such action as a correct approach. That policy may not apply to any or to all of the people banned Thursday, however. The spokesperson added that Facebook will remove groups, pages, and accounts created to represent the banned individuals when it knows the individual is participating in the effort. Some individuals who were designated as dangerous responded to the ban on their accounts in a brief period when Facebook announced the ban and when Facebook scrubbed the accounts. Loomer, for instance, denied in the Instagram post that she ever violated the company's terms of service. Loomer asked people to follow her on a different platform, adding, "Looks like you guys will probably never hear from me again." Yiannopoulos also published a final Instagram post. Watson used Twitter, from which he has not been banned, to write in. The authoritarian society controlled by a handful of Silicon Valley giants, all dissent must be purged. Farrakhan, Jones, and Nealon did not respond to requests for comment. Some critics question why Facebook banned the accounts in one fell swoop on Thursday. Instead of taking action against the account at the time, they were determined to have been in violation of the company's rules. These critics suggested the announcement was designed to generate positive publicity for the company, which has a history of being slow to act on such matters and of only taking action after facing pressure from the public, which means white folks were complaining about them. We all know. We all, read between the lines. When white folks start complaining, that's when they take action. But when you have white folks doing racist stuff online, talking about white people, talking about raping people, and all that other stuff on Facebook, y'all don't remove those groups. You don't remove the guy that threatened, Nation of Islam, Black Lives Matter with a gun. You didn't do anything to remove that. You kept that on Facebook. So I see where this is going. It is possible it simply took Facebook a significant amount of time to reach a decision on whether to label these individuals as dangerous in late March. Business Insider obtained emails showing Facebook executives in an intense debate over whether or not to take action like this against Jones. At the time, Facebook's spokesperson told CNN Business, "As this email correspondence shows, we continually monitor and review whether people are involved in organized state on our platform. We've already taken down InfoWars Facebook page, but Alex Jones has a network of presence online, and we are evaluating how to appropriately enforce our privacy against him as an individual. We are committed to being diligent and will share an update when the process has run its course." Here's the thing. Here is the thing. I don't get, Alex Jones is crazy. We know that. But speaking about Farrakhan, how was Farrakhan considered dangerous? They blame the synagogue shooting and they blame other shootings, one on Farrakhan and one on another Muslim, Ilhan Omar. They blame black people every time white people commit these heinous acts. They blame Meghan McCain. Did the same thing. Blame Ilhan Omar. And she didn't have anything to do with it. My point is, these Republicans that support these people, they never take responsibility for their actions. They never take responsibility. They're always pointing the blame at somebody else. They will never take responsibility. They will never call out the individual that does it. They'll say, "Oh, it's a mental illness. He has problems." That's the first thing they'll say. But if it's a black person that does something, "Oh, he's a thug. Oh, yeah, he needs to be locked away. He needs to be thrown underneath the jail cell. He's a crook. He comes from a single parent household." But when there's a white person, it's mental illness. And that's how the mainstream media does its business. They will never take responsibility for their own people doing the things that they have done. You worry about you so concerned about what black people are doing. Black people has not gone out, blown up buildings. Black people has not gone out, shooting up Las Vegas, killing 50 people. Black people do not go to movie theaters, killing people in the movie theaters. They don't go in churches killing people. They don't do that. They don't go to Columbine in high school shooting other people. All these crimes that I've mentioned has been done by white folks. Done by white folks. But you want to sit there and place the blame on Islam, Muslim people, black people for what? Now I'm a pure advocate of if you do something, you will be held accountable. And I've done this on my channel before. When black people do something, they should be held accountable. But come on. You're making excuses for people that are doing it, and then you have somebody in that White House saying, oh, white supremacy is not a problem. Really? White supremacists are good people. But you don't condemn what he said. You'll sit there and you scared of that man because if you say something negative about him, he's going to attack you. So at the end of the day, you are enabling this man to say whatever he wants. You enable this man to, to incite violence on other people. But you won't call them out. But you're worrying about what black people are doing. And then the black people say something about it, or black people, call it out. We're racist. We hate people. We hate Caucasians. We anti-American. This is what you say. Because you don't fix the problem. And then somebody on my Twitter page going to say before, well, you're racist because you're blaming, you're attacking white people and what they do. It's not racist when you're calling things out. You don't see black people going up, burning, blowing up stuff, killing people. You don't see it. But they're going to protect the white man. They're going to protect the white woman. They're going to humanize them while they dehumanize black people. And then people will say, well, I'm not racist. I don't have nothing to... Okay, you're not. But what are you doing about it? You're not sitting there. You're talking around it. You're making excuses for them, but you're not calling it out. So by you not calling it out, you are even worse because you know it exists, but you're staying silent. That's like a cop that's done nothing wrong knows that there are crooked cops doing illegal things, but you staying silent. You're even worse because you enable them to do it. So don't hand me that nonsense. Just because you don't do anything, it makes you bad. You're not a bad person as far as going out harming people, but you don't want to say anything. So, come on. Louis Farrakhan brings people together. Louis Farrakhan tells people, you know what, you need to go out there and do for yourself and not depend on white folks and other groups to give you something. Yeah, do I agree with everything that Louis Farrakhan has to say? No, I don't. But he has never gone out there and promoted violence against anybody, told people go out there and hate somebody, told people to go out there and cause chaos at a job. No, he hasn't. So this is crazy. And Mark Zuckerberg, he's shady. He's shysty to me. And at some point, we're going to have to do something or get off his platform. Okay, because you have people that are doing the right thing and calling these people out, and their accounts are getting terminated because they're calling the nonsense out. They're calling out racism. They're calling out crooked cops. Their page is getting taken down. They're calling that hate speech. How's that hate speech? Come on. Let me know what you think about this. Drop a comment, drop a like button, and subscribe to the YouTube channel.